Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 227. It is a beautiful Monday here in Cincinnati. I mean, gorgeous, so pretty. We have blue skies, green trees, white clouds. It was cool this morning when I went for my run. There was a breeze. It is just perfect weather. We are coming into a new week here after the 4th of July holiday. Last week I took a few days off. I played, I swam, I created, I hung out with my husband and family, and it was a wonderful pause and celebration of being lucky enough to live here in the United States with all of our complexities and drama and intrigue and everything else that we like to complain about. There is also so much blessing and abundance available for us as Americans, and last week was a chance to really pause and honor that. I am also arriving after, we had a new moon circle on Friday, which ties into today's topic. The general theme that I felt when I was reflecting about the group that gathered, which represents so many of us, is that we are all looking for connection, for friendships, for people we can be real with, people that we can be ourselves with and not have to pretend or not have to feel awkward or surface. At least the people who gather around me seem to want to have deep conversations and philosophize about their hopes and their dreams and the things that they want to create. And so what I shared and what feels so true to me is when we're seeking that sort of connection, the most important first step is to feel it within ourselves first. So to really connect with our own knowing, our own truth, to be very aware of who we are and what it is that we are interested in and want to talk about and want to do in this life. Even if we're not actually doing that yet, many of the people I talk to and work with have full-time jobs doing something they don't love or something that isn't their passion, but they have some urge or calling that they want to follow separately of that. And so my suggestion always is stick with the comfort, that's not the right word, stick with what offers you stability, and also at the same time start creating those activities and connections and creations that are your passion. Do both. So it might make you busier for a little while. It might mean that you're saying no to the things that you find not as enjoyable with friends or family or different activities. But that gives you the time then to focus on the things you are interested in, that you do want to expand. So do both. What you're going to find is those things that you are passionate about are going to take up more and more of your time. And as you surrender to that flow of energy moving through you, your life is going to change in a way that feels so good. And so do both for a while. If you aren't in love with the people you're hanging out with, stay in some of those relationships and activities and also adding new ones. Draw towards you or find the people that you resonate with. I was sharing, I'm so amazed, there's a website called meetup.com, and I tried it a year ago. I just posted about my new moon circles in that space, and I have had some of the coolest people show up at my circles who I've never met before, and they're so awesome, and they have this same desire to connect. And Meetup was just the platform that allowed that to happen. So try new things and start calling towards you. Stars running around. Start calling towards you the people that you want to connect with. So that was a big theme for our time together on Friday, and on Sunday for the meditation call yesterday, it came up again, but it was through the individual, this meditation I host on Sundays, you call in on mute, and I'm the only person whose voice is heard, so you can really have your own individual experience. And what was being activated yesterday was this shift in our throat chakra. How do we allow more energy to flow through us from source above and from the earth below? And when that energy is absolutely in powerful flow through us, it wants to come out our throat or come out our heart, which leads to connection. And that connection is from such a pure space. It's from such a divine flow of energy that you're going to say the things that are true and pure for you, and you're going to hear and call towards you, magnetize towards you a reflection of that. So your friendships will start to deepen and strengthen or shift. If you don't have friends you feel you can be deep with, you'll start calling towards you those conversations and people that you can drop into. So the meditation yesterday really validated the group conversation on Friday, and then provided a resource or a tool or a process through which you can practice that flow of energy, tuning into that divine flow and not getting swept away or carried away by it, but observing how we as individuals, we manage that flow of energy through us. It's not done to us. It's available if we want to access it. And we're the ones that are choosing how much of that energy we flow through. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And there's just such amazing energy available right now. I've talked about this several times, but astrology is a powerful guide at this time, especially this summer. And the wormhole, we talked about the wormhole at the circle on Friday. And several of the people are like, oh my gosh, that is what I've been going through, but I didn't know that's what it was called. So if you haven't listened to the wormhole episode of the podcast, go back and tune into what I shared from the Cosmic Path. She describes how this whole summer, this 8-week period of the summer, and we're halfway through it, is what she's calling a wormhole of energy, where time is going to be bent and space is going to feel relative, and things are going to be possible that normally are not. If you picture a wormhole in space, all of your power and your control flips off in the spaceship, if that's the movie you're watching when you see wormholes, and you just sort of float and bump your way through that space container, wormhole, there's no other word for it, until you get through to the other side. And what I was offering in Circle Space is find that vibration or image or word or intention that you want to arrive at the other end of the wormhole. And focus on that. If we're halfway through, you can see the light on the other side. So focus on it and create it, talk about it, allow it to take on more form, whatever it is that you want to move towards in the next month. So that as you arrive at the ending of the wormhole, you're exactly where you choose to be, and better. You're not in some default space that you wonder how the hell did you get here? You're moving towards a place you want to move towards, or a shift in yourself that you want to move towards, or a shift in your health or your relationships or your work that you want to move towards. So go back and listen to the wormhole episode if you haven't, and allow it to guide you. For today, what I wanted to share, besides that recap of the last few days, today was so good. I went to bed last night at 9 o'clock, and I didn't get up today until 7. It was awesome. It was so good to sleep that much. So I feel really refreshed and focused and just, so good. My body feels so good. So when I went for my run this morning, I hit shuffle as I was walking down the driveway, And it was just this beautiful, like I said before, beautiful morning with this breeze, and the sun was 7:30, I think. The sun was coming in through the trees. Oh, it was just, everything was fresh and gorgeous. And so I pushed play on shuffle. Uh-oh, Star's running back and forth, so he may find something out the window here to bark at. Hopefully not. I pushed shuffle, and the song that played was Glow by Donna DeLore. I love this song, and I love the vibration that she shares in this song. So I'm going to read the words to you, and my request from my heart is, please listen to the song yourself and hear all the love that she shares. The song, I believe, and this is my interpretation, so you may have your own completely different interpretation when you listen to it, and Donna DeLore may have had a completely different interpretation when she wrote it. The way that I receive the song is this love poetry through song, through lyrics, to what she calls God, what I call Source, this infinite energy that we come from and that we return to. And how when we access that, when we remember that within ourselves, we just glow. Our beings, we are beings of light, and we just glow. And it's just so sweet the way she describes it. So I'm going to read you the lyrics, and then I may have just a nugget to add at the end. All right, Glow by Donna DeLore, written in 2003. Your light is giving me the glow. Beautiful light with me everywhere I go. Brighter than the brightest star, deeper than the sea. The secret of your innocence reveals itself. When we glow, let go. Just be, know what we know. Just breathe, take it slow. You and me, we just glow in the light of God. The touch of your hand, the sweetness of your gift, beautiful spirit, I breathe you in. Deeper than I could ever imagine this could be. Secret is the nature that reveals itself when we glow. Let go. Just be, know what we know. Just breathe. Take it slow. You and me, we just glow in the light of God. And then she ends the song by chanting Om Namah Shivaya. So when I was looking up the lyrics, I looked up the meaning again of Om Namah Shivaya, which I have talked about, I'm sure, before, and which I love that chant. And so this is what it said, and it feels important to bring this vibration, this definition into the space also. And this is from Google, so you can look it up and get more translation details if you want. That sound, it says, before there was a universe, there was a vibrationless void of pure existence. Out of this void came the vibration which started the universe, which is known as Om. When I read that, I was like, oh, because in my book, my first book, I describe how there was a void, and then out of the darkness came a sound, and the sound was Ong, O-N-G, Ong. And so to read this, I'm like, oh. The sound was Om or the sound was Ong? It's all the same. The sound came out of the void, and how amazing that is. And then Nama in Wikipedia, it says this literally translates to bow. And Shivaya, this of course means Shiva, the Hindu god, but more than that, it means the inner self. So the translation of Om Namah Shivaya, it means I bow to the inner self. So when we listen to this lyrics, the song by Donna DeLore called Glow, that glow, it comes from inside. It emanates from the inside of us out into everything that we do, everything that we say, everything that we create. And so when we're craving connection and intimacy and deeper relationships and alignment with our work and our reason for being on this planet, the place to start is go in. Find, remember, discover that inner light. Because it's there. It's always there inside every single one of us. And the moment that we touch it and expand it and allow it to be seen and share it with others, it just glows. It glows. So what do? Just be. Know what we know. Just breathe. Take it slow. You and me, we just glow in the light of what I call Source. It's such a good song. So that was how my morning started. Me and Donna just cruising around the neighborhood, chanting glow. It's a good Monday. All right, let's begin this incredible week. Thank you for tuning into this vibration of pure love. I invite you to join me in aligning with the optimal health of your mind, body, spirit in the virtual community of Viv's Energy Gym. You can learn more at mysouljourney.com. Let's take this message of Gaia's love out into all of our relationships and communities today. So much love from my heart to yours.